as they will send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 8 yards out. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He was brought down by a 7-yard pickup.
Here's Castillo off the play fake. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Castillo. And that is incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 22. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and 4.
At the Dolphins' 4-yard line.
Buying time. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around. From
a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here come the Dolphins. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. A beautiful fake. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. A give up the middle to Akers. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Castillo. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Yeah, these are the types of plays you're going to need to have to get to this game. It's been as great as the first half. But this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Castillo. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins have a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. But they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. Castillo. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
Castillo to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And that will be incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc., but this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Castillo. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a good gain of 4. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quez Watkins, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And he won't won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime. Just looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter. Here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Castillo now to throw on 3rd down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give. Akers running left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Straight ahead, Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. He'll look to throw to Boyle here over the middle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
But it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll decide to keep this once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Castillo on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
To throw on 3rd down. Castillo, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is born.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back.